Have you ever wondered how life was in the prehistoric times, before the advent of technology, agriculture, and civilization as we know it? Take a moment to imagine a world devoid of the comforts and conveniences we take for granted today. A world where survival was the only concern, and each day was a fight against the elements. Welcome to the Paleolithic era, the earliest known period of human history, a time when the human spirit was just beginning to take shape. Our ancestors at this time were nomadic hunter-gatherers, constantly on the move in search of food and shelter. They hunted wild animals, fished in the rivers, and gathered fruits and nuts from the forests. Theirs was a life of constant change and adaptation, a life that required resilience and ingenuity. In this era, the human story was written not in words, but in stone. The early humans crafted rudimentary tools from rocks, bones, and wood, tools that were essential for their survival. These tools were used to hunt, to cut, to dig, and to defend themselves from predators. Every tool was a testament to human innovation, a first step towards the technological marvels we see today. But the Paleolithic era was not just about survival. It was also a time of discovery and exploration. Our ancestors learned to control fire, a discovery that dramatically changed their lives. Fire provided warmth, protection, and a means to cook food, making it more digestible and nutritious. And then there were the first forms of human expression, the cave paintings. These paintings, found in caves around the world, give us a glimpse into the minds of our ancestors, their fears, their triumphs, and their understanding of the world around them. Through these early innovations, our ancestors laid the foundation for the world as we know it. They learned to manipulate their environment to their advantage, to innovate, to adapt, and to survive. The Paleolithic era marked the dawn of human innovation, setting the pace for what would become a journey of unending evolution. From the dawn of time, humans have evolved. But who were the first true humans? Our journey begins about 200,000 years ago, in a place we now call Africa. This is where we find Homo sapiens, the first species that we would recognize as human today. Unlike their hominid relatives, Homo sapiens were distinguished by their advanced cognitive abilities. They were capable of abstract thought, planning, and complex communication, the very traits that define our humanity. It wasn't long before these early humans began to explore beyond their African home. This migration, which started approximately 70,000 years ago, was likely driven by a combination of curiosity and necessity. As they ventured into new territories, they encountered different environments and other hominid species. Yet, it was Homo sapiens who prevailed. Their superior cognitive abilities allowed them to adapt to diverse environments. They were able to create innovative tools, develop efficient hunting strategies, and form complex social structures. These skills not only ensured their survival but also their dominance. But what happened to the other hominids? Well, the evidence suggests that they simply couldn't compete. While they were physically stronger, they lacked the mental agility of Homo sapiens. Over time, they were outcompeted, driven to extinction, or assimilated through interbreeding. This triumph over other hominids wasn't just a matter of survival. It was a pivotal moment in human history. It marked the beginning of our journey towards becoming the world's dominant species. And with this dominance came the ability to shape the world around us. From the construction of the first cities to the development of agriculture, from the creation of language to the birth of art and culture, these were all made possible by the rise of Homo sapiens. They were the architects of the world as we know it. So, let's take a moment to appreciate our ancestors, their resilience, their creativity, their ingenuity. It's thanks to them that we're here today, able to ponder our past and dream about our future. The rise of Homo sapiens marked a significant turning point in the history of mankind, paving the way for the world as we know it. What triggered the transition from nomadic life to settled agriculture, leading to the birth of civilization? This question marks the beginning of our exploration into the Neolithic Revolution, a pivotal era that saw humanity shift from a lifestyle of hunting and gathering to one of farming and settlement. Picture, if you will, a time around 10,000 years ago. The last ice age had just ended, and our ancestors found themselves in a world growing warmer and more hospitable. Plants were becoming more abundant, and wild grains began to flourish. It was during this period that our forebears made a discovery that would alter the course of human history forever. Seeds could be sown to yield crops. No longer did they need to follow the migratory patterns of animals or search for naturally occurring plant foods. They could now stay in one place, cultivate the land, and create a reliable food source. This fundamental shift in the way humans interacted with their environment is what we now refer to as the agricultural revolution. But the shift was not merely about food. Agriculture brought about profound changes in the social and economic fabric of human society. With a stable food supply came the possibility of population growth. Villages sprang up, and with them, a new way of life. These were places where people could live together, work together, and create a shared culture and identity. Moreover, farming allowed for the storage of surplus food, which in turn paved the way for trade. Bartering surplus goods became a common practice, leading to a more complex economy and the beginnings of wealth inequality. The agricultural revolution was not just a shift in food production, it was a complete transformation of human society. It laid the groundwork for everything that was to come. The rise of cities, the development of writing, the birth of governments, and the creation of complex societies. The Neolithic Revolution was a game changer. It marked the beginning of settled life and the dawn of civilization. As we delve further into our past in the next scenes, we'll see just how profound these changes were. How did prehistoric humans express themselves? What does their art tell us about their lives? In the midst of survival, prehistoric humans found a way to express their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Through the crude yet captivating forms of art, they left behind a rich tapestry of their existence, opening a window for us into their world. One of the most fascinating aspects of prehistoric art is cave paintings. These are not just random doodles on a wall, they're stories, narrated in the language of symbols and figures. From the caves of Lascaux to the rocky shelters of Bimbetka, these paintings depict a vibrant panorama of life thousands of years ago. They show us scenes of hunting, dancing, and even astronomical events. These images are like whispers from the past, revealing that our ancestors were not just hunters and gatherers, but also observers and storytellers. Then we have the sculptures, another remarkable form of prehistoric art. The Venus figurines, small statuettes depicting women, are among the most captivating. Found across Europe and Asia, these figurines are believed to represent fertility and the importance of women in prehistoric societies. They tell us that even in those early days, humans had started to contemplate the mysteries of life and existence. And let's not forget the music. Yes, music. Prehistoric humans crafted flutes from bird bones and mammoth ivory, creating the earliest known musical instruments. These instruments suggest that music held a significant place in their lives, likely used in rituals, for entertainment, or perhaps even for soothing the soul after a hard day's hunt. Art and culture in prehistoric times were not mere pastimes. They were integral parts of everyday life, tools for communication, and mediums for expressing the collective experiences of the community. They reflect the human desire to understand and interpret the world around us, a desire that is as old as humanity itself. The art and culture of prehistoric times provide an intriguing window into the lives and minds of our earliest ancestors. What have we inherited from our prehistoric ancestors? How does their legacy live on in our modern world? As we delve into the legacy of our prehistoric forebears, we realize that their influence is woven irrevocably into the fabric of our existence. The footprints they left behind thousands of years ago continue to guide our steps today. Starting with the basic skills, our ancestors discovered the foundations of survival. They mastered the art of hunting and gathering, learning to read the signs of nature to predict weather and seasons. This wisdom, passed down through countless generations, remains integral to our understanding of the world around us. Our prehistoric ancestors were pioneers of technology in their own right. From the crude stone tools of the Paleolithic era to the sophisticated metal implements of the Bronze Age, their innovations laid the groundwork for the technological marvels we take for granted today. Every time we use a tool or machine, we are echoing their ancient ingenuity. Knowledge, like a river, has been flowing from the past to the present. Our ancestors' understanding of fire, their mastery over the elements, their early attempts at agriculture and domestication of animals, all these have shaped the course of human civilization. They learned to manipulate their environment to suit their needs, a skill that we continue to refine and expand upon today. Furthermore, they gifted us the power of communication. They developed early forms of language, both verbal and non-verbal, enabling the exchange of ideas and information. This was a monumental leap forward, paving the way for everything from written language to digital communication. Our prehistoric ancestors also left us a rich cultural heritage, from cave paintings to primitive musical instruments, hinting at a deep appreciation for art and creativity. This underlines the human yearning for self-expression, a trait that continues to define us as a species. From the dawn of time to the rise of civilizations, our prehistoric ancestors have left an indelible mark on our world, shaping who we are and how we live. Their legacy is a testament to the resilience, innovation, and spirit of exploration that defines humanity. It serves as a reminder of our roots and our journey through time.